What is going on, guys? This is my first YouTube video where I'm actually going to be doing a 5, 10, 15 minute video deep diving into some educational stuff for you guys, educating you guys on financial literacy, allowing you to build wealth at an earlier age than anticipated because our schools do not teach you that. Before we get into this video, if you like my content on TikTok and on my Discord, anywhere around where you've seen me, please smash that like button and please subscribe to this channel because I'll be posting every single week for you guys. Today, and specifically in this video, I'm going to be walking you through on how to open a Roth IRA. I have a Roth IRA. I opened mine when I was 18 years old, and I did it through TD Ameritrade. And for a Roth IRA, if you guys don't already know, it is an investment retirement account where you guys can invest up to $6,000 a year, tax earned money, of course, and then when you're 59 and a half, you can distribute it at tax-free revenue entirely. A Roth IRA stands for an investment retirement account. You contribute tax-earned money, and when you're 59 and a half, you can distribute all your money, and it is tax-free. That is the beauty of an IRA. Once you open your Roth IRA through TD Ameritrade, which I'm about to show you in a second, you can contribute up to $6,000 a year into it until you have that catch-up period where you can contribute actually $7,000 a year. And of course, once you open a Roth IRA, you can't just shove money into it and expect it to grow on its own. You have to invest into equities or index funds. Equities as in stocks of your choice that you have high conviction for. And let's get into this video. Alright, so like I said before, guys, I'm going to show you how to open up a Roth IRA through TD Ameritrade. And just to rehash a little bit, my dad, he's used TD Ameritrade basically his entire life since he started getting into investing. And he was the one that recommended me with TD Ameritrade, and their platform is very consumer friendly. They offer a lot of services like their Thinkorswim. So if you guys are trying to also learn technical analysis, I'll also be providing a lot of content like that throughout the summer as well. And TD Ameritrade has Thinkorswim, which is a great platform to use for charting. I also mainly use TradingView, but TD Ameritrade does have that feature. And overall, they're just a great brokerage and very consumer friendly and easy to use and handle. So the first thing that you want to do is search TD Ameritrade Roth IRA on Google. And then you just click the first link. And it should bring you to their website, and you're basically just going to get a rundown of opening up an IRA in 15 minutes. So they show you the different types of IRAs that you can open: a traditional IRA, a rollover, and a Roth. Today I'm going to show you guys specifically a Roth IRA. And like I mentioned previously, the contributions that you are making yearly, which is $6,000 right now a year, and that deadline is due by around tax season every year. So you have 12-month period to do that. And then if you run out of the $6,000 every year, you can also start contributing for the next season. So I am currently doing that, but now tax season is over, but I was doing that previously. So if we just click here, learn more about a Roth IRA. Roth IRA is an individual retirement account that offers an opportunity for tax-free income in retirement. Annual contributions are taxed up front, and all earnings are federal tax-free when they are distributed according to IRS rules. And it is a lot different than a traditional IRA, which taxes withdrawals. So with the traditional IRA, the difference is that once you distribute your earnings, when you're 59 and a half, you are actually getting taxed based on your tax bracket at that certain time. But a Roth IRA, you are already contributing that tax earned money. So when the money comes out of the account 20, 30, 40 years from now, depending on how old you are, that money is tax free, which is the beauty of it. And contributions. So this is a next very significant feature about a Roth IRA, which you guys should know that not a lot of people even tell you or even recognize. But let's just say I contribute $12,000 into my Roth IRA since I've opened it, and I've made $20,000 in returns for my investments. If I was in need of money, I could withdraw the $12,000 that I invested into that Roth IRA completely tax-free. I will not see any penalty on that. But I cannot withdraw the money that I've made off of those investments. So the $20,000, I would receive a harsh tax penalty of probably around 30% if I was to withdraw from that. But if you guys are contributing into a Roth IRA, I would only be contributing disposable income, money that you do not need, for expenses or your emergency fund. Make sure that you have all funds necessary, because the beauty of a Roth IRA is that compound interest at the end of the day. If you can keep contributing as much money as you can throughout years, then eventually that compound interest will catch up and you will be receiving a great benefit from that. And it takes a while for the compound interest to really start to kick in. So you don't really want to withdraw money years after contributing to it, because that just defeats the whole purpose of a Roth IRA and earning compounded interest through your investments passively. So again, benefits of a Roth IRA: withdrawals of earning are free from federal income tax, provided the Roth IRA has been in existence for 5 years and you're at least 59 and a half. And then these are other things that I already talked about. And yeah, so these are the rules. So, however, if you are making more than $124,000 if you're single, then sadly, you cannot open up a Roth IRA, and then that's when you would have to convert it to a rollover IRA. But I believe that everyone in this niche does not does meet all these guidelines, so you guys should be fine with this. And like I was saying before, with that rollover period, once you're above 50 years old, you can contribute $7,000 a year. So let's just say in your early time, you weren't investing that full $6,000 a year, and even in your late 30s and 40s, but then you got hold of more money. When you're 50, it's called the catch-up period, and then you can actually contribute more money. So that's really cool. And yeah, all you have to do, like, this is literally such a straightforward video, but just like not a lot of people know about Roth IRAs and the beauty of it. The reason why I like Roth IRAs a lot more than just like a regular brokerage account is because I am a long-term investor. So when I'm investing in stocks, I do my research, I do my fundamental analysis, I research companies that I understand, companies that I believe will be in relevance for 5-10 years and more. I invest in a lot of growth companies, stocks, and companies that I believe will be market leaders in their industry and will continue to see growth year over year. So if I'm doing that, I am essentially long-term holding my investments, holding these stocks for multiple years, to the point where I don't need to take that money out. Like, I'm investing for the long term. So why would I invest in a regular brokerage account when I can just invest into a Roth IRA? Because it's a tax sheltered account entirely. So if I'm not planning on taking out my investment money, why would I invest in a brokerage account where I would have to pay capital gains tax, or short term or even long term, when I can just do it in a tax sheltered account like a Roth IRA? I can buy and sell stocks within it. And if I was to sell a position earlier than anticipated, I completely entirely avoid capital gains tax because it is in that tax sheltered account. So all you have to do is open a Roth IRA on TD Ameritrade. You just fill out this information. If you're under 18, then sadly you can't do this under your own name and you would have to start a custodial account. But I do have a lot of links in my bio and in this description of this video. I recommend Public. That's a great platform to open up your first account. I have a link for that, and if you use that link, you will actually get $10 free in blue chip stocks. If you use my referral link, I will as well, but it is completely free to use that link. And then same with crypto. You can't open up a Roth IRA for crypto, so I have 2 different crypto links in my bio, one for Voyager and then one for Coinbase, and you get free Bitcoin from both of those links from just clicking on them. Voyager, I believe it is a $25 Bitcoin bonus, and then Coinbase, it is a $10 bonus. But back to the Roth IRA, you literally just fill out this information all about yourself. And it takes I did this a couple years ago. I remember it taking 10, 15, 20 minutes, but there's a lot of different steps that you have to go through. And then once you completely set up that account, you guys are fully ready. But I just wanted to talk a little bit more about what I'm intending to do for the future for YouTube. So I am going to be posting a video next on how to open a custodial account. So if you guys can't open up a Roth IRA yet, if you're under the age of 18, I'm going to show you step-by-step video on how to open that custodial account in the next video. So definitely be on the lookout for that. And while I'm still talking, guys, please just give me a thumbs up on this video. Just comment anything that you guys want in this video, because that just helps me push my content on the algorithm. And I'm really going to be pushing content this summer on YouTube. It's not just going to be myself. This is the Stonk CEO's YouTube channel. I'm going to be launching my own podcast with my business partner, Alex. You'll be seeing him a lot on this podcast, and our other analysts in our Discord. And we have a description link in our bio for our Discord, so please check that as well. It is a group of over 14,000 members. Hopefully by the end of the summer, that is higher than 14,000, but we do options trading as well as long-term investing advice in there. So definitely check that out. But I'm going to be running a podcast. We're going to be getting a lot of fun people on, a lot of credible people in this space. We're going to be trying to push for on our podcast. And then I'm also going to be running a $25,000 growth portfolio on this YouTube account as well. It's going to be called the Stonk CEOs ETF. And I'm going to be telling you what I'm buying and what I'm selling within that portfolio, reasoning behind all of my trades, and why I have conviction for these specific companies, and a lot more to entail with that, as well as just weekly live streams as well. They're not going to essentially be live streams, but like on a day-to-day basis on news articles that I come up that has to do with either current events within the crypto market or stocks I'm invested in. I'm just going to be doing my rundown thoughts on and perspectives on those types of things too. So a lot of information is going to be coming to you guys this year and further on this YouTube channel. So please subscribe, give a like, and thank you for watching this video.